Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. And now for a moment of silence.
Good morning, I'm Katarina.
And I'm Lucas. Welcome to another edition of CoyoteVision News.
A new coach for boys powerlifting breeds consistency and confidence.
A new club unites math, science, technology, and the arts.
And Starcatcher sets a high bar for theater's upcoming production, Footloose.
CoyoteVision News starts now. Coach Sean Smith brings a new swagger and the bonds of brotherhood to boys powerlifting. Here's Katarina with more.
The boys powerlifting team has followed new coach Sean Smith's strategies of consistency and confidence to finish third place at regionals and advance to state.
Most of your good powerlifters will tell you that comes the benefits of being consistent in your approach, consistent in your mindset, making everything down to the last detail as consistent as possible, from taking the exact steps to unrack the weight to your thought process and going into the squat and driving up through your sticking point to the muscle groups you actually have to think about activating when you're driving through the hardest part of your lift. It just takes a lot of time to get yourself to that level instead of just lifting the weight itself.
Usually we'll get openers and that's our first lift. Second lift, we're trying to watch what they do and what weight they're doing, and then third attempts, if we have to, we'll bump up and try and beat them.
Making sure that they have their openers where they're confident, they've gotten it before, it feels good. They don't get red lighted for anything, whether it's moving their foot or listening to a command.
It's really hard telling yourself that you're about to go lift 400, 500 pounds, and most people have never tried doing that. So really just telling people that you can do it and it is possible, and then watching them do it is just as awesome as them doing it in itself.
Everything is dependent on how you feel that day, and we work together in what they feel confident in.
It's not really just about winning, really, but just seeing yourself improve, getting new records, doing better.
I think our most experienced guys that have performed well are obviously your Nick Reeds, your Mike Acevedo, Amari Cox done a good job, Austin Dixon, Spencer May, Carter McFadden, all those guys have done a good job.
We actually have a really bright future with our younger classmates, but all of the juniors are really great lifters. They'll be doing just as well as we are doing. If they're just as much competing with me, then I'm competing with them.
It's a big responsibility for the seniors to help the new guys out.
I try to implement what I know into them as much as possible so that they can continue the cycle and be successful.
The culture is really what motivates me. We all know each other, help each other out.
Just relying on my teammates to pick me up when I fall sometimes, because I may get distracted at a meet or may not get a certain lift. I just fall back with my brothers.
STEM, or is it STEAM? A new club is home to scientists and artists alike. Here's Aaron and Mario with more.
It's STEAM Club.
First off, it's STEM.
We dropped the A.
STEAM is an acronym, stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Working together, they're able to see how all of those subjects work together, and they're able to also develop collaborative skills in working with a group.
It really does a good job in incorporating every aspect of anything really. You got science, technology, engineering, not art, math, all that good stuff.
One of our STEAM Club leaders that was also in last year came up with the idea to design a full-size 1977 Chevrolet pickup truck out of cardboard and PVC pipe. It also will include a frame that is made out of steel, which the STEAM Club is going to weld, and we've had some donations of car engines and motors that the students will use to get wired and get it all up and running.
It just makes me stay later sometimes on Wednesday.
Starcatcher was the hit of the fall theater season. How will it stack up to spring's Footloose? Here's Gabe with more.
I played Peter. It was overwhelming because there were a lot of lines, but overall I felt really good about it.
Well, my classes helped build the sets. They painted the set. They worked on the lights and the sound and costumes and props. So there's a lot that goes into building the sets, but luckily I have 7 classes working on them, so we get a lot done in one day. So it was a lot of work, but not too hard with all the kids that I have working on it. So my favorite part of the set was probably, we had 2 pieces that were really tall with staircases that would roll around, and they were used for all different scenes and different moments, and we would dress them up to look differently.
I played the character Blackstash. His motivation was mainly to get the treasure from the others and be the most significant pirate. Maybe not particularly about the show, but just the experience of being around people that I love. It's like a family.
I played Molly Astor. A lot of us were already friends when we started, and so it was really fun. We did a lot of bonding with especially the new people, but we're just all one big happy family, I think.
My role was Peter / boy. Yeah. My favorite part about playing Peter was because he was a young boy and I'm a young boy, and I liked being lifted up because it made me feel like I was flying, and even though I'm fat and it was hard for them to lift me, and it was just, yeah.
This spring, theater will present Footloose the Musical, a show about a city kid who moves to a small town and has to fight the town council and preacher for the right to dance. Shows are set for May 9th, 10th, and 11th at 7 p.m.